down the barrel. It's over to Unmukt and Paudel.
I've liked Paudel, the way he's approached batting on this surface. He's been terrific. 262 runs, 139 strike rate, 95. He deserves 100 if anybody doesn't. Played magnificently well, but more than anything, leave his record, leave his runs he scored. Just his approach on this wicket has been so good. He swept well, he's used the crease, he's used the depth of the crease to play off the back foot. So he's shown very good skills to adapt on a surface like this, and I really hope he can get the Lions home today.
A tricky surface. 103 looks like an impossible target right now.
Yeah, again, look at that. He didn't push for the ball. He let the ball come to him. That's key to batting on a surface like this. Staying calm, not getting perturbed, knowing your scoring options, knowing your game plan. Tom Moores had no answer to that. Completely squared up. Erasmus bowling a peach, as Darren Gough would call it, a Jaffa.
An absolute beauty in the middle there by Erasmus. Tom Moores just bamboozled with a turn and bounce, clipping the top of off. That's what an off-spinner would like to see when bowling to a left-handed batter. Just the sight. How well has he bowled, Kandel? Another quiet over, just the one run coming off over number 6. The power play is going one way. And the Gurkhas right now on top, 16 for 3.
Citizen Life को critical care प्रश्न लिएको छु जसले रोग लागेको थाहा हुने बित्तिकै 50 लाख सम्मको औषधि उपचार खर्च दिन्छ
त्यो उपचार खर्च अब Citizen Life ले गर्छ
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Himsta for a complete home.
Dish Home, Khushi ko connection.
DHI Happier Home.
Lumbini line 16 for 3, the second lowest here. Yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle for batters, a hustle should I say. And not surprised, we've seen spin all the way. We saw it with the Sudur Paschim Royals as well in the previous game against the Janakpur Bolts, where they had all spinners bowling till the 12th over. And it's no different here for the Kathmandu Gurkhas. They have their plans cut out. That really is a kind of a delivery you can't do much about. Everyone around the bat is interested.
It's very tough. This one just stopping and turning on Unmukt. Oh, lucky he didn't carry.
Yeah, we talk about turn, Shri, but when there's turn and bounce, does it get all the more difficult for a batter?
And the odd one also skids through, doesn't turn. That's what makes it more difficult.
Yeah, that's more like it. A fuller delivery comes in very handy. No smiles in the middle for the batters, for sure, but all smiles is she, the sparkling smile, happy dent. Sparkling smile of the match. Yes, madam, you're supporting the Gurkhas at the moment, it looks like. There she is on the big screen as well.
Yeah, she's loving the cricket more than supporting anyone by the looks of it. We've had a great turnout today.
Yeah, as soon as the cameras are new, the smile comes out, Sri, but natural, right?
Some people are just made for the camera, just like you, Mikhail.
Right. Very generous and kind with your words, Sri. But how about Darren, for that matter? He's the showman.
Absolute showman. We just loved having him in the box. He's so funny.
Yeah, that's the go-to shot for most batters. Playing square of the wicket. Good effort in the deep. Very good effort. And ideally not seen many batters play down the ground on the surface. Good cricket all around.
Got to check the boundary. It's a terrific effort from Sumit Maharjan, I should say. Yeah, but it's a terrific shot from Rohit Paudel. Look how low he gets with his hands. And that's Maharjan's effort, as he saved 2 for his team. Every run vital in the context of this game. I think he's done well here. Very, very good effort. Good commitment. Really good commitment from the fielder.
Well, sometimes it's not about the result, it's about the effort you put in as well, and that's exactly what Shri was referring to. He certainly saved runs there, but look at that. You call that the second line of defense, putting the body on the line. Sumit Maharjan has walked away with the Player of the Match award as well a few games ago, but we'll have to just wait and watch for confirmation from the umpire if his body was not in contact with the skirtings while getting rid of the ball as well.
That angle wasn't very clear. Tough decision for the third umpire. We've had a few long third umpire decisions today.
Yeah, this should give us a better idea. Yeah, that boot should just stay away from the skirting. He's aware about it. Yeah, the ball's not in contact with him, so I reckon this is a very good effort. There it trickles away. Gets closer to him. Oh, so hard to say if you're the TV umpire. In the meanwhile, at the non-striker's end, you can see the batter flexing his muscles there. Tough call, Shri.
Extremely tough call. Thank God I'm not Sanjay Gurung. Really can't tell from that angle as well. When the ball hit his body, was his boot touching the rope? That's the question. But full marks to his commitment and effort. Sanjay Maharjan.
Yeah, Sumit Maharjan has been brilliant.
Pardon, Sumit Maharjan, I should say.
And I want to believe the benefit of doubt here goes with the fielder. You don't see much of a disturbance with the skirtings over there, and you'd ideally want to award runs to the bat. Yeah, we'll just have to wait for confirmation. I reckon 2 runs will be awarded, but then we have to wait and watch what Sanjay Gurung thinks about this. Remember, this is a close game, 3 wickets down. It could go down to the final ball, final delivery. Anything can happen, and then it'll be all about those moments. We're still waiting for confirmation. All right then, this should give us a better picture of it. How many times we've seen such calls keep everyone guessing where is this one going. It's all looking fine over here. You don't see much of contact between the body and the skirting with the ball in contact with the fielder, Sumit Maharjan. Yeah, there it is. But what happens over here, as he slides into the skirtings, the ball follows him as well. Yeah, there he is. Now look where the ball is. It is behind him. But can the fielder retrieve it before it gets in contact with the fielder? Oh. And I reckon from this angle, it can be 4 as well. Shri. Has it touched the body while his hand was in contact with the cushion?
That's exactly what the third umpire will have to make a judgment on. For me, it's very hard to say. I'm 50-50 on this one, but I'll just give the benefit of doubt to the fielder just for his commitment.
It's given as runs. Finally, we have a decision out. It's taken us some time, but a very fine decision by Sanjay Gurung as well. Great effort, Sumit Maharjan. You saved 2 runs for your side. Mr. Shinwari, the TV umpire. A good decision, Bismillah Jin Shinwari. Yeah. 3 runs coming off over number 7. It's 19 for 3.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha. Your way of quality living.
तर यो सिद्धि दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले सिद्धि दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
ब्याङ्किङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स। यसमा पोइन्ट छ।
सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई। Can't wait. Sunfy Stock Fantasy.
It's the inaugural edition of the Siddhartha Bank Nepal Premier League 2024 powered by Ncell. And the Festival of Himalayas has taken the cricket world by storm, should I say. And seeing some great cricket on offer, great turnout as well, and some wonderful reviews about the first 10 days of cricket. As many as 19 matches. We've seen some pulsating matches happening. Yeah, the surface will keep the batters on their toes and guessing as well. They'll be tentative, circumspect, but they'll need to find a way to weather the storm in the middle.
Yeah, this is relentless from the Gurkhas. Spin and more spin. Erasmus in his second over, 1 for 8. Paudel, terrific form. I love the way he played that sweep shot as well. Such low hands, great control. We all know who they're supporting and how late he plays the ball. Doesn't commit forward, waits for the ball to come, waits, either contacts it very early or makes contact very late.
Shri, you didn't talk about the glasses today. You've been in admiration of all the glasses in the middle.
Just admiring Paudel's batting technique, and in came those glasses.
Yeah, Paudel has been the flavor of this tournament. And it's one thing leading your side, it's another thing setting an example as well. He's not just done it with the bat. In the field today, a spectacular catch as well. Oh, that beat everybody. And it's the bounce that has saved the batter Unmukt over here. We saw turn, we saw bounce. Had that kept a little low, that would have clipped top of off as well. 4 lucky runs here for the Lions.
Yeah, that was Bai's beautifully bowled from Erasmus. Flight, Unmukt drawn into the shot, but Eskenazi had no chance. Sharp spin, and you're right, just the bounce saved Unmukt. He needs that bit of luck to get into the tournament, Unmukt.
Yeah, as a player, you do need your slice of luck in the middle. Sport is a game of, it's a mental game, they say, a bit of science, but how much luxury?
Always need that element of luck. No doubt about it. Dot to end the over, it's 26 for 3 after 8.
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आएको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
एनपीएल वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो पीआरबीटी सेट गर्नु भयो त डाउनलोड Ncell app now or dial *123*6#.
Tapayko Asli Energy Red Bull Asli Nerozo.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
I'll tell you what, breathtaking, and look at the hills in the background as well, in the foreground, should I say. Wow, picturesque. It's a treasure trove here, Nepal, and immerse yourself in the beauty and magic of it, just like how we are doing, Shri.
I thoroughly enjoyed being here, and what a brilliant picture that is. Clear day today, not a spot of cloud. Had some early morning frost. We've seen it all here at the TU. It's a very picturesque ground with the hills in the background. Seam for the first time, Rashid Khan. He bowls seam, but he bowls a lot of slower balls. A very illustrious name to live up to, but he's had a very, very good tournament. Look at that economy. Less than 6 runs and over.
And I'll tell you what, this comes as a welcome break for the batters as well, I reckon, Shri. The spinners have really troubled them. A bit of pace on the ball will help the batters get into rhythm.
Unmukt will enjoy this a little more, or he should, in fact. He's bided time here, 12 balls he's faced for his 7. And he's just got to keep Rohit Paudel company. Needs 77 of 71. They've just got to bide some time here. Build a partnership, 12 of 19 so far, this partnership. But it's a very important one, especially the Lions having lost Tom Moores.
Yeah, very hard to say at this stage who's in the driver's seat at the moment. But I must admit, Rohit Paudel will be in the driver's seat in this vehicle if he gets going as a batter and all-rounder. That's the Omoda and Jeko, the fastest growing brand in the world. A futuristic vehicle, blade battery technology, the Omoda E5 long-range SUV. And what a beauty it is.
Lovely color. I like that red. We saw blue, some lovely colors there as well.
Yeah, it's such a grand sight, this. Yeah, you'd ideally want to give the charge and take the attack to the opposition. Work to do for Karan KC. 2 runs for the taking. A bit of football skills comes in handy as the batters will come back for 3.
It's a different wicket when Rohit Paudel is batting. He's been so calm and composed, hasn't he? He's hardly broken a sweat. Good piece of football skills from Karan KC. Saves a run for his team. Into the 30s, 24 balls since the last boundary. They won't mind that as long as the wickets don't fall, they can keep the runs coming.
In full control while pulling that, but they'll only get a single. Very good fielding. They're attacking the ball and keeping it to 1. It's partnership worth 16 now.
They've taken their time, 22 balls. They haven't got a boundary for 25 balls, but they won't mind it. Just 1 boundary in this inning so far. The Gurkhas hit 4 boundaries and 5 sixes. But the Lumbini Lions won't mind it too much. As long as these 2 are in the middle, they will feel more secure.
Yeah, there's always a packed house here with the sun beating hard and cooler conditions. Yeah, this has turned out to be a very good passage of play, rather this over. Just how quickly Rohit Paudel changes the pace of the game in the middle, Shri. Just like Dipendra Singh Airi. The moment they are in the middle, the game changes momentum.
What I've liked about Paudel again is how he's hit the ball under his eye. His contact points have been so very good. He hasn't reached out for the ball. He's let the ball come. And he knows that on this wicket, square of the wicket is your scoring opportunity, because the wicket has gone slower and it started to spin. And he's accessing good parts of the ground here. Paudel is looking good.
Nicely played. He cut that really hard, just like how he was cutting a tree, and that'll race away for a 4. First boundary after 27 deliveries. Just the over they were looking for as well. 10 coming off over number 9. It's 36 for 3.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
And has been the reason why the Lumbini Lions are still believing that they're in the hunt for the top 4 as well. Lahiru, Ravi Bopara, Saif Zeb and Andreas Gauss. The remaining 4 are all overseas recruits, just the 1 Nepal player on top.
The gap is not only widening in terms of the runs, but it's also in terms of the batting. Batting has been outstanding.
Yeah, in times of adversity, turn to your trusted ally, and has to be Kandel.
That last boundary would give Unmukh Chand a lot more confidence. The shot wide, all right, but lovely shot. From up to down, he hit it into the ground and hit it in the gap. No chance for the diving Dan Douthwaite. Very welcome boundary, and that's another Super 4 powered by Incel 4G.
Yeah, got to be careful playing on the back foot on the surface. Yeah, we did see the Omoda. What about the ultraviolet F77, imagined at the intersection of design and technology? Ultraviolet Automotive brings the future of mobility to today's discerning sports motorcycling enthusiasts. Another very fine machine in the middle, and just as I say that, a quick single and a shy at the non-striker's end, but looks like Unmukh had made it.
Paudel called him through. Good running there. Every single so vital. Such a beautiful bike, lovely sporty design. Just power through these hills, this bike.
Just cruise along on this lovely two-wheeler. Yeah, it's fully loaded as well. You can see it.
That was a good run, well played. Powdell called him through. He was safely in.
It's such a gunshot if he hits it.
38 for 3. This game is going slow as for T20 standards, but believe me, it's a very exciting game.
This could be close. Walked across, and that's been given as well. Kandel comes in, strikes, and this is a huge wicket. That's because Powdell, the captain of the Lumbini Lions, the leading run scorer of the tournament, is on his way back.
What a time to lose a wicket for the Lumbini Lions. He walked in to work the ball into the leg side and was struck plumb in front. Yeah, look at him, he walked in. He wanted to work into the leg side. That hit him on the inside part of that front foot, and Kandel strikes. Good piece of bowling. And as we go for a drinks, Rohit Powdell goes for 8, and it's 38 for 4.
Fresh. Freshness that bonds.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Himsta for a complete home.
Pond Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Himsta for a complete home.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
DHI Happier Home. Today sahi.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys. The gas hobs le buzeko cha. Your way of quality living.
Always knew it would be tough, but how tough can it be? Sandeep Johra, with the main man now gone, where are these runs coming from?
Some turn again. Johra, the new man, Unmukh 16 off 13.
You giving this out? I think that's out.
It's just been so many dot balls that they get into these positions. And then when the wicket tumbled, or the wickets tumble, there's too much left at the end. Single to end the 10th, it's 39 for 4.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
4. HD fairly even Stevens? Feels a bit hard to say that it is.
No, I think the Gurkhas are on top here. I really do, with most of the runs back in the hut. I think Rohit Padal being such a heavy run scorer for the Lions. Saad Zafar still to come. Moore's gone as well. Here's Karan KC. This is an opportunity, I believe. I'm not suggesting he's a poor bowler, because he's not. But it's not seam-friendly conditions, so I really would, as a batter, I'd be thinking, here's my opportunity to get some momentum. I might have to risk getting out, but I'm going to try and look to score as many as I can when they show me a seamer.
We'll try and use those conditions to their advantage. Jura at this point will want to try and get Unmukt on strike. Exactly what he's going to do.
The big problem with surfaces is we talk about home conditions. Now, where you have a problem is when your local players, this is anywhere in the world, when your local players are struggling to play in the conditions, then there needs to be something done about it. And I think everyone will acknowledge that this has probably been the least favourable surface that we've played on since the start of the competition.
Worked into the leg side this time. The thing is, when we look at the square and the pitches that are beside this one, they're all fairly dry. So you think tomorrow is going to be a very similar day to today?
Yeah, I just don't know how you get moisture into the pitch, because, you know, if you just flood it with water, it's not warm enough to dry out. It sounds ridiculous considering we're saying that the square is dry and now we're asking it to dry out. But that's how you really hold surfaces together. Yeah, real tough one.
Extremely well bowled, and it's missed everything. Well, the other issue is we've still got a lot of games to come, a lot of days left in the tournament.
Now, how's that missed everything? But again, shaping to hit that on the leg side when the ball's missing off stump. Now, there's talk, you know, you can play on the end surfaces and flood the rest. Well, you can't really, because you're playing tomorrow, and then the players running across the square would damage those pitches that you still want to use.
Driven, a slight misfield, and another easy single. The Lions now need 63 off 57. I had a chat with Unmukt Chan briefly before the game started, and he said, if I can face 10 deliveries, I have a feeling I can win the game for my side. I just need 10 deliveries to feel comfortable. He's short on runs, though.
Well, I was going to say, that's the immediate problem, is facing 10 deliveries. He hasn't faced 10 all competition. And he's got out for 0-4-0.
The swing and a miss, and he looks uncomfortable. He's gotten to 14. Saad bin Zafar is yet to come. Got a half century yesterday, Saad Zafar.
Looks as though Karan Casey has bowled a good over here. There's just one ball remaining, and he went for 3. The other seamer that was used was Rashid Khan, and in his one over, he went for 10. Now, this was an opportunity for the Lions, but doesn't seem to have been taken.
He's picked this one up. Does it have enough? No, it doesn't. That's the end of Unmukt Chan, and Karan Casey, the captain, picks up a wicket off his last delivery.
Well, strong words. If I face 10 balls, I think I can win my team the game. Well, he's faced 19, and his team are a long way from winning the game. Getting out to a seamer is not ideal in these conditions. It's almost like being run out. Spin friendly, and it's Karan KC who gets rid of Unmuk Chan. The Lions competition is almost done here as he goes for 14. It's 42 for 5.
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आएको रकम
वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौ.
Because Gerard Erasmus is into the attack with his off spinners, and he's introduced purely because of the left-hander. He wants to spin the ball away. We've seen all the captains very strategic in who they bowl to which batters. But for Unmuk Chan, he'll be kicking himself because you don't want to get out to a seamer here. Not at the TU, not today.
Maybe just slightly. The deep guy? No. Get it.
The Lions have consistently counted on a good start, and the openers just haven't produced the runs that they need early on in the innings, leaving way too much for Tom Moores and Rohit Paudel.
Yes, slip.
Consistently, the openers have fell early. And then it's a momentum thing, isn't it? And you can't expect Tom Moores, Rohit Paudel come in every game, try and save every game.
Jerry, do you want to give him
That's the problem. The successful teams have different match winners. They're the ones who show, the top order do it, then the middle order do it, then maybe the bowlers win you a game. It's the spinners who win you one day, the seamers who win you the next. The Lions have just been too reliant on Rohit Paudel.
61 of 53, still very doable. Except they're 5 down. Big shout and easy decision. Finger goes up in a flash. And that's going to be the 6th wicket. Sadly, nothing's worked for the Lions.
Erasmus introduced into the attack to bowl to the left-hander, and what a beauty this is. I mean, that is angling down the leg side, but it just turns, straightens, and it's the perfect dismissal for the off-spinner against the left-hander. 50 in his previous innings, 0 today. The Lions 43 for 6.
Six for 3. Saad bin Zafar back in the pavilion. It's Vivek Yadav. 98 runs, a highest of 77. He's running out of batting partners. Jora's been out there for 6 deliveries. And they get a partnership going here. They're going to need one.
No, you can have both. Jerry, you can have both.
Well, Vivek can hit it. We know that. He's a very clean striker of the ball. And maybe that's what he needs to try. Take on the off-spinner, He is a right-hander, why not?
He'll have to wait to get off the mark. Nearly an event on that delivery as well.
He's bowling beautifully. He's giving a little bit of air and he's straightening the ball.
That's going to be a wide. And some helpful runs for the Lions. 5 wides.
Well, this is one way to get him. Hope that the off-spinner bowls it quickly down the leg side and the keeper doesn't have a chance. Poor Steve Eskenazi, he's got no chance here.
That's 5 runs. It doesn't matter how they've come. The Lions get 5 runs closer. Yet to get off the mark, Vivek Yadav. Would you have switched the batting lineup a bit? The openers, perhaps?
Well, who goes up front? I mean, if that's the job they paid to do, who do you move up front? Unmuk Chand, does he open the batting? That'll fall safely. I mean, it's not like Unmuk Chand has given anyone any reason to think that he's going to be the man that can do it. Yeah, so I'm not sure, but by making that change, who do you put up there?
Half a shout, and that's going to be the end of the 12th. The Lions 49 for 6.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le बुझेको छ. Your way of quality living.
To the camera, and then, oh, don't look there, look at that's where you want to look, straight at us.
Hats off. Did that one to the camera. Karan Casey gonna come in for a second. 1 for 3. Picked up the wicket of Unmuk Chand.
I hear what you're saying about maybe changing the batting order around. I mean, we know hindsight's a wonderful thing. It's just when you select a team, you select a team you balance your side. You need to have people who know how to bat in the middle order, people who can come in towards the back end and maybe give it a hit. But these are different circumstances because the surface is so different to what everyone's accustomed to playing in a T20. So maybe even Bibek, this man at the top of the order, and saying, look, go take it on, go and get us ahead of the game. But the terrible thing about being a coach is you do something like that and it doesn't come off, and then we sit up here criticizing you. So it really is a no-win situation. You pick your team and you say, right, the reason why you picked is because you're good enough to occupy those positions. Now go win us the game. But no one's really done it. Well, no one has done it.
Yeah, you just feel, though, after 4 straight losses, you want to try and switch things up a little bit. And yes, the batting has been decent, but it's not been decent from the openers. It's been decent from the Moores, Pradel. Vivek Yadav's had a good knock as well. They will pick up a single. I don't think the bowler got anything on that. 4 losses in, maybe starting to question that batting lineup. Would have been on the cards, or should have been on the cards.
Yeah, well, their last game was a win. They lost their opening 4 games, then they pulled off a win. Shame, even when you're struggling for runs, the stumps get in the way.
driven down the ground. Oh, hesitation. They stick to just the single.
Yeah, difficult there because the non-striker almost has to go back in his crease because he's worried about the ball hitting the bowler's hand and then going onto the stump. So he backs up and then he ends up having to go back. And so he doesn't have that momentum to be able to run back towards the danger end.
There are still some Lumbini Lions fans really hoping that their side can come out on top today. They need to come out on top of. Otherwise, this contest is all but done for them. This tournament's all but done.
Absolutely, they lose yet today. You need to just maybe do a little investigating to see who they play last, but all they can do is spoil someone else's party because theirs is done. Early flights home for some. Others will be spectators in this wonderful country. They're not done yet. They need 53 from 43. Ordinarily that would be a doddle, but the problem is runs per over. No one's scoring at 4 and over at the moment on this surface, and they 6 down.
Bowled him right through the gates. End of Vivek Yadav, and Karan KC strikes again. Seems the pace has also worked for the Gurkhas.
Just bowling at gun barrel straight. Karan KC doesn't want to leave the stumps, not provide any width. He bowls straight. Vivek falls all over this. This delivery should be hit back past mid-off. His head falling towards the offside. He's trying to hit that through mid-wicket, and you lose your stumps. So that's just a technical flaw more than anything else. Yadav goes for 2. He's really the last of the recognised batters. 51 for 7.
ब्याङ्किङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स। यसमा पोइन्ट छ। सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
तर यो सिद्धि दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले सिद्धि दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobsle बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
DHI happier home. Today sahi.
Isn't it amazing how things have changed? How they used to say people with good feet, you know, dancers have good feet movement. But actually dancing now is all about your hands. It's got nothing to do with your feet anymore.
Upper body. There might be some hope for me after all. I've got 2 left feet. You had some great moves the other day.
Yeah, this new style of dancing suits me. I don't have to move. I just throw the hands in the air. Throw the hands in the air. Show them that you just don't care.
Do you have the hips? Do the hips move?
These hips don't lie, Manali. These hips don't lie. Surya Tamang, the new man.
Starts with a short one, and it's wide. Beam Sharkey. You're a man of many talents, HD.
Thank you.
Short and wide, can't get any bat on that. It's going to be another dot. Finally a run. They stick to a single.
Yeah, he's just trying to hit that in the wrong area, unfortunately. He can look at the surface, it hasn't done anything. It's just gone straight in with the angle. But if you're trying to hit that, let's say through mid-wicket, and you miss it and hits you in the pad, it's out LBW. So that ball really needs to be hit to mid-off, past the bowler's left hand, past mid-off's right hand.
He's the 6th bowler used, Beam Sharkey. Paran Casey 2 for 5. Erasmus 2 for 17. Kendall 3 for 6. Bowled out already. Plenty of support for the Gurkhas. And they find their team in a good position. On a normal occasion, the singles are great. 49 off 38, you leave it, you know, about the 16th over and you can still get home. 7 down. Nice looking edge this, and it's gonna run away all the way. Finds a boundary.
Yeah, this teased Michael Levitt, didn't it? For most of the chase, he thought, I'm going to haul this in, I'm going to haul this in. But it just runs down the hill. Healthy edge. Not much turn there. Take them, take all of them.
It's a dot at the end of the 14th, 59 for 7.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नुभयो त? Download Ncell app now or dial *123*6#.
Their hotel rooms now because they're in for a treat. If we can't get any moisture into these surfaces, it's going to be spin, spin and more spin.
What happens if they don't have those sand pits outside their hotel?
Gonna have to find a way quickly. Get one of those balls, you know, those funny balls that dogs chew that have got all different, like,
the bumpy ones.
Yeah, the bumpy balls. And then you go into your hotel corridor and get someone to throw it to you, and then you try and bat against it with a broomstick or something.
These are gold coaching tips. Pushed into the offside, a quick single. You bring up a great point, because coaching doesn't have to be the same orthodox stuff. You can use all kinds of things.
Those little bumpy balls, that we'll refer them to, they're brilliant for close-in catching. You know, someone just throw from 5 yards away from you, and you don't know if it's going to bounce left or right, and it's brilliant for reaction. Remember the great West Indian once, Gus Logie. I watched him practice close in fielding, and he saw what he did is he had someone he stood against the wall, facing a wall, but he would see how close he could get to a wall, and someone would throw the ball between his legs, and it would then bounce off the wall, and he would take the catch, and he saw how close he could eventually get before he started dropping them.
Excellent delivery again. He was a great fielder. Coached Canada for a while as well, actually. Was quite lucky to get a few sessions in with him when he was coaching Canada a while ago. Great man as well.
Kevin Costner from Yellowstone. And the old Stetson on here in Nepal. Love it. The leathers. I wonder if he's riding our motorbike.
Talking about the ultraviolet F77. Smooth ride. Sporty ride.
But you've got to have leathers to be on a motorcycle, haven't you?
Yeah, I still have my leather jacket. I just don't have the bike anymore. With the boots.
done well. Karen Casey, 2 for 7 in 2.3 overs. And I really did think that the Lions would try and target him as they did Rashid Khan.
They're rotating well, picking up singles wherever they can. You know, the thing that I really wanted when I was riding was a helmet with the mohawk built into it. Very cool look. I don't think I could have pulled it off, but I always wanted one. Quick single. Not picked up cleanly.
Good running, urgent running. Well, over the course of this tournament, we've seen 40 scored off 2 overs. There's still 5 overs left here. So it's very, very doable. The wickets column is a massive issue for the Lions. But heroes are made in a day. Surya and Jora. Overnight heroes if they pull this off.
Tucked away into the leg side. It's going to be a single. It is going to be a single to add the 15th. It's 64 for 7.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
DHI Happier Home. Today sa hai.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Himstar for a complete home.
Is that you again?
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
It will also mean the Gurkhas, if they win, they'll very much be keeping their playoff hopes alive with 3 matches remaining. It's been a low-scoring one. It's been a very tricky day in terms of the batting conditions for all 4 teams that we've seen. But there is still life, there is still hope, particularly with Sundeep Jora at the crease. He was the one who's been brought in that kind of finisher role for the national team in this format, in T20 cricket. He's going to have to be at his very best to find these 40 runs from the last 30 deliveries. Andrew Leonard here with Darren Gough to guide you through these final 5 overs. No doubt the Gurkhas are favourites, but cricket in Nepal, Darren, as you're going to learn, tends to be very, very dramatic. We might have a late twist.
Well, indeed, we always knew it was going to be difficult for the Lions to get over the line. Good total, 103. Especially with the ball turning as it is. The Gurkhas put pressure on the Lions straight away, opening with the 2 spinners. And they've never turned the corner, really. Been a difficult watch.
Nice, on the 1, buddy, very good.
Is there a train of thought here from Sundeep Jora where he's saying, I'm actually going to see Shahab Alam off because we've only got 3 wickets in hand, and then I'm going to take on the 10 and over, 40 off 4?
Yeah, I'm totally with you, but I think they should have attacked Karan KC a little bit more. He's managed to bowl 3 overs, he's got 2 for 10, and I think they should have attacked the seamer. Rashid went for 10 in his 1 over.
Edged and put down. Stevie Eskenazi, who is not the most regular of keepers, not an easy chance, but it goes to ground.
He doesn't look like a keeper, let's be honest. But a good delivery, a little bit of turn, open face, and just hit him on the inside thigh.
The hands are closed is the problem. You've got to keep your hands open, fully presented. Look at them, they're already closed before the ball comes through.
And he came up early. Stay down.
Big moment. Jora, he'll have those 4 overs left to work with now. That's the end of Shahab Alam's spell. He goes wicketless, but he's gone for just 10. 4 remain. It's 65 for 7.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Globally trusted hair transplant expert. Foliderm. Tapaiको असली energy. Red Bull. असली नै रोजौं. Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys. The gas hobs ले बुझेको छ. Your way of quality living.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला. यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह.
Rashid Khan returns to the crease, 10 from his solitary over. Pace on the ball. Jura's had a life, dropped on 10 by Stephen Eskenazi off the left arm spinner. I think Rashid Khan may have to bowl 2 of these last 4.
Well, this has to be the over. If the Lions are going to have any chance in this game, they've got to go after Khan in this over. They really, really have. We said, didn't we, when we started the game, batting first today was always going to be a huge, huge advantage.
Slower ball, we'll see plenty of those. Can he get 2 here? It's nicely weighted. And Jura's very fit, as so many of the national team players are. He'll get home comfortably. Is this the over? It's going to start to get the chase moving.
Well, it has to be. Ross, it's good night, isn't it? And you're going to run well between the wickets. And they did that indeed. Look at that. Real good connection there and partnership to run through for 2. Might need a few more 2s to get over the line here.
There's plenty of ways to skin a cat, isn't there? You need 10 and over. You don't need to hit 3 boundaries every over. 1s and 2s can get you there. And look at all that protection in the deep on the leg side. Now he gets a chance to free his arms. Jura gets a boundary. Here come the Lions on the charge.
Yeah, the Lions. It gives them belief, doesn't it? A little bit of width from Rashid. You can't afford to give width on this pitch. We've seen it. Ball cutters into the pitch. He tried, but he gave him width. You can't let the batter get his arms free. All the way along the ground, good connection in the gap. And runs away for a much needed boundary for the Lions. 33 now from 22 balls.
And all of a sudden, Sandeep Jura with 17. He's the highest scorer in the innings. Tense moments here at the MPL.
Today's cricket, but it all comes down to the 2 batters at the crease. Can they get over the line in a tight game?
Squeaky bum time, that's what we love. Nervy moments for the Lions. Lose and they're out. Win, they stay alive. Swing and a miss. Now, Surya Tamang is known as a very fine left-arm spinner. Let's look at his numbers this year. Men's PM Cup, 9 matches, only 48 runs at an average of 8 and a strike rate of 31. That's in the 50-over comp domestically. He's probably not going to hit the boundaries. The best he can do is support Sandeep Jura.
Well, that one was in the slot, wasn't it? It was width. It was right under his eye line. Bat on ball. That's all's needed here. You can take the singles when you can, but if you get a bad ball, you've got to put it away. It's simple. Keep rotating the strike. The closer you get, the more pressure will be on the Gurkhas.
It's nicely driven. Will get the single. Fielder hanging right on the edge of the 30-yard circle. Herod Erasmus, he may well bowl the next. He's got 1 left. It's 75 for 7.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
जनताको विश्वास जित्न सफल उत्कृष्ट डाक्टरहरू, अत्याधुनिक प्रविधि, हेलिप्याड सहितको अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय स्तरको स्वास्थ्य सेवा, हैम्स हस्पिटल।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Now, this man, captain of the Lions, captain of the country, surely his team owe him this victory. With all he's done in the tournament, Erasmus back into the attack. He's the leading run scorer with 269 runs. Might be going upstairs here. We'll just have another look. Wasn't much of an appeal.
Yeah, wasn't much of an appeal. Again, the matchups. Erasmus bowling to the left-hander. Beats the bat. The keeper takes the bails off pretty sharpish. Be another 5-minute wait here for a decision.
Don't get the sense from Eskenazi or indeed from Surya Tamang that this one is going to be given, but always best to just double check just in case. Did see a couple of really tight decisions in the first innings, didn't we?
We did, but just on the chase here, we talked about the partnerships and how important it is. 24 this partnership already, and if they'd have just had 2 of those partnerships in the game,
they would get home, wouldn't they? Nothing wrong with the front foot. Let's get a look at the stumping appeal. It was barely an appeal, really, was there? Beautiful delivery, beat the outside edge.
Who did he drag out? He went out, the foot is raised, the keeper's got the ball in his hands, he's reaching for it.
I think that foot's down. I think that's okay.
Shadow, could be out.
Yeah, not out, definitely the foot down. Really good delivery though, wasn't it? Speared in. Good pace by Erasmus to get that extra turn and bounce. Clever bowler, the Namibian captain. 29 off 17. Cool and calm, Nandan Fadnis, the head coach, but he'll be nervous. Now this time, he thinks he's got his man. It's a completely different appeal. Almost an action replay. Is this one gone?
Well, amazing delivery. Exactly the same delivery as the ball before. Drifting into the left-hander. Turn, bounce, out to the outside edge. It's almost action replay.
But a completely different appeal, and almost an appeal and then a celebration from Eskenazi, because from his viewpoint, he thinks he's got Surya Tamang again. Oh, it's incredibly similar, isn't it? Now, has he got back? I think he might be back again. Can assure you this isn't the same replay, even though it looks so similar.
It's exactly the same ball, the same shot, the same keeping, jumping to catch the ball.
And it's the same decision.
Same decision. Amazing cricket.
Eskenazi might have just wanted to huddle with his teammates. Had a quick word.
That's when you want Jack Russell keeping, isn't it? That would have been gone. Out and out, keeper.
Has to find a way to get something on it here. Surya Tamang can't afford 6 dots in this over. Skews off an outside edge. Full safe, KC. Almost flapped a hand at it. Gets the right-hander onto strike, gets the single.
It's all going on here, isn't it? Absolutely. The right shot, but it was a pure execution. Stood up to try and sweep. He's got to get further down. It's the right shot in against the spin, but yeah, got nowhere near it, did he? Right in the gap. A little bit of fortune for the Lions. Can they make them pay? 28 off 15.
And you just wonder, is the matchup the one here for Jordan to take on? Lots of protection out in the leg side. Long on in place, deep mid-wicket, deep backward square too. Is he going to go down the ground, or will he favour into that leg side? Oh, tossed up. It's there to be hit.
Sweep it! I'm getting so frustrated just watching. It's a nothing shot. It's a nothing shot.
It's a chance at redemption, remember, for Sandeep Johra. He was the man dismissed in that 1-run winning margin. He's saying we're going to do it in the 19th and the 20th when KC and Rashid Khan have to come back. It's a tall task. He's leaving himself and his partner 28 off 13 now. Change in field. Over comes a straight mid-wicket. That's Bim Sharkey. I think they're trying to plug that single. Don't want Johra to get back onto strike. So he's come across from a backward point region. And the bowler will come round the wicket. but he should get the single almost because of the miss-hits. He'll have the strike, but he's got a very tall task in his hands. 27 to win. All the sevens on the board. We're not in Vegas now. 77 for 7.
Nepal Medicity Hospital, world-class healthcare services, accessible and affordable for all, for a healthy and prosperous nation.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs like बुझेको छ. Your way of quality living.
डिस्कोमा खेलको मजा छ बेग्लै हरेक खेल हेरिन्छ साथी होस् या एक्लै.
Dish Home, खुशीको connection.
In the modern T20 game, it all happens in the 19th.
77 runs off 18 overs, and we need 27 off 12 balls. Is it doable?
There's the two captains, Casey v Powdell, two of the most popular cricketers in the country. Powdell, for a man, I suppose you can't affect much now, having been dismissed. He looks calm. He almost looks a little bit confident. Can Jura get a hold of Karen Casey here in the 19th? Swung over the offside, not out of the middle of the bat, but it might just be good enough. That's a good start. It all happens in the 19th.
Much needed boundary. It's a good shot. Again, we talk about if you're going to bowl seam, it's got to be straight. Gave him a little bit of width. It was a slower ball. Arms are free again. A good shot over extra. And there's ever a fielder there, and it goes in between them. It gets them off to a flyer. It's 81 for 7 now. 23 off 11. Needed.
They're yet to hit a 6 in this innings. How a maximum a Siddhartha Bank 6 would change things now. 23 to win off 11. He will get 1. He's not going to be able to get 2. He doesn't even attempt it. And Surya Tamang will have a role to play now. Jura moves to 26. The equation still favours the bowling side, though.
Oh, well, I think bowling side are definitely favourites, but look, cricket's a funny game. Anybody, listen, everybody bats, and there's the points table. Look how important this is for the Lions. It's a must-win for the Lions. The Kathmandu, the Gurkhas get a win, and it puts them back in the ballpark as well. So, important game this. A few nerves on both sides. I would say the favourites are obviously the Gurkhas from this situation.
Definite chance at redemption, though. Remember the 1-run defeat to the Janakpur Bolts. Remember, it was Jura there for the last delivery. This goes straight up. It's going to fall short. The fielder, the smallest man on the field, does just enough to save the boundary. Crucially, Jura gets back on strike.
A little bit of fortune there. But clever bowling from the skipper. Again, he's using those slower balls into the pitch, trying to pull it to the leg side, leading edge. But it runs out to the boundary. Good stop in the end. Safe hands. You take the singles. If you're the Gurkhas, you don't mind a 1, but you don't want boundaries at this stage.
Have to get a boundary from these 3 balls, ideally 2 of them for the Lions. Man at long on, holds on. Jura heartbroken, crestfallen again. There'll be no redemption for him, and the Lions, well, they may have roared for the last time in this tournament as KC gets his 3rd.
Well, you called it. Much needed boundary, a couple needed from these last few balls. It's there, it's in the slot. You just need to get full contact. There's no pace in the pitch really to generate bat speed. And there you go, a real good catch actually out on the deep. The Lions are struggling. Jura goes for 26 from just 29 deliveries. A good knock. But the Lions now struggling at 83 for 8.
There's a certain Barbadian that Ian Bishop christened Remember the Name. That was Carlos Brathwaite, this Barbadian here. Everyone will remember his name in the Lumbini province if he can get them home from here. A best of just 13 in his nascent T20 career. He'll at least be able to try and wield that left-handed willow to try and get the Lions over the line. He's going to need at least a couple of maximums. They haven't hit one yet in the innings.
It's not happening, I'm afraid. It'd be a miracle. It really, really would.
Goffey, in Nepal, you never know. National team's called the Cardiac Kids for a reason. Well, he certainly swung hard enough, hasn't he? But not quite the same timing as Carlos Brathwaite in Kolkata on that famous night. It's now 21 off 7. This was a good catch under pressure out there at long on.
I think it's a terrific catch actually out in the deep, running to his right in front of the opposition, and he just took it. Easy, comfortable catch.
Particularly because of those shadows. He'll have had that ball coming from the bright sunlight into the shadows where he was fielding. Jora looks down at the bat. Definitely came off an inside edge, didn't it? Not out of the middle. Need a boundary. Probably needs to be a 6 here for Simmons. He's tried his best, but all he can do is pick out Bim Sharkey. Karan KC's got 4 for, and the Gurkhas are sensing their second victory now.
Yeah, much needed boundary. He had to go for it, Ramon Simmons. The impossible always gives you hope. It really, really does. You want to be the hero for your team, but it's the Gurkhas who are shining. Again, he's bowled it into the pitch. No pace, comes out. Good catch again, running backwards. He looks at his bat, he looks at the heavens. It's not your day, Ramon. Back to the pavilion you march. The Gurkhas are on fire, and Ramon Simmons goes for a duck, and it's 83 for 9.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है।
बैंकिङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स। यसमा पोइन्ट छ। सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
Throughout the tournament, it will be Rashid Khan to bowl the 20th and final. 21 runs required. Make that 20 with the wide down the leg side. The sun just creeping behind the hills across to our right. This was a good catch, wasn't it, by Bim Sharkey mid-on.
It was indeed, but again, clever bowling, using the facilities. Hard to it, there's no pace in the wicket. Running back, he took it easily. Really good fielding actually from the Gurkhas. In fact, it's been a quality performance. Take a bow.
Into the slot, edged away, great positioning. Get your short third man very fine, because that's where boundaries can fly. Tamang's going to move to 11, and it's going to be the number 11 who'll come on strike, needing 19 off 5. To use a phrase from another sport, they need snookers here, the Lions.
They need more than snookers. 19 from 5. We talked about needed 10, 12 that last over. Needing 20, what was it, 21? With number 10 and 11 in, difficult ask really. But here they are. Rashid's been the one who's been got after. He's gone for 10 and over. His first 2. Can he pick up a wicket in his last over?
Oh, this is going to be surely the moment. And Rashid Khan it is that delivers the final blow. The Lumbini Lions are the first team out of this MPL. The Gurkhas very much in the playoff picture. They've played 4, won 2, lost 2. A brilliant bowling performance led by their spinners, but complemented by the seamers who've shared 5 wickets between them, Karan KC and Rashid Khan. They take the win by 18 runs.
There you go, Rashid Khan, get it straight to number 11, trying the ramp shot, wasn't even looking at the ball. and it was plumb. LBW, the Gurkhas, fantastic performance. Like that, put pressure on the Lions from ball one with the spinners. The left-arm spinners were superb. Alam and Kandel at the top. What a fantastic performance.
I know Karen Casey is the captain of this team, but there was a stamp of Gerard Erasmus all over the performance, very much helping his captain. Outstanding tactics and skills. The big difference between the sides ended up being the 5 6s that the Gurkhas hit in that first innings, and Karen Casey says to his great pal, we got the better of you today, we've knocked you out. The Lions didn't hit a single 6, the Gurkhas hit 5, aptly for the name of their team. They fought like warriors, and that's a big win in the context of their season.
It is indeed, but sadly for the Lions, it's elimination. One of the best players in the tournament, sadly, will be no more. They can't qualify, but the Gurkhas, it gives them hope. A fantastic team performance, and you're right, Erasmus there, along with Karen KC, experience, knowing the conditions, a great team performance, and they can go into the next game after a long break, which they've had, with huge confidence.
And that's tomorrow afternoon. Look at that beautiful scene as the sun battled hard. Unmukt Chand was the only other one to make double figures, but as soon as young Dipesh Kandel trapped Rohit Paudel LBW, you just felt that was always going to be the telling blow. Sad bin Safar, when he fell LBW, that was a big wicket. And what about the delivery from Gerard Erasmus to bowl Tom Moores? A beauty.
Absolute beauty. All they needed was 2 partnerships in there and one guy to get 40, 50 not out. It wasn't to be. Top scorer 26, Sundeep Jordan was fantastic, but 85 all out, fell well short.
Yeah, the opening partnerships in this tournament for Lumbini, 23, 0-0, 22, 1 and 7. Not easy to win when your openers are always putting you on the back foot. Great credit though to Karen KC. He's an absolute warrior, isn't he? That's why he's captaining the Gurkhas. The folk hero at it again, but your pick of the bowlers was a small little left arm spinner.
Yeah, Dipesh Kandel for me, absolutely superb. They had to start well, the Gurkhas, and he was right on it, picking up early wickets, 4 overs, 3 for 6. It put the Lions on the back foot.
The only 6 runs he went for were 6 singles. He bowled 18 dots, quite brilliant. And credit to Rashid Khan too for holding his nerve at the death after a couple of expensive overs. Let's get a look at the best of this contest. Runs were more than at a premium today. But the wickets, they started with the young left-arm spinner, and they just kept coming. That was a beauty to Arjun Saud. And this one after the misfield from Bim Sharkey was even better.
Yeah, that's the one. Erasmus to Moores, beautiful delivery. And here we go again. Candy, absolutely superb. That's his 3rd wicket. And from then on, it was an upward battle. The odd little highlight, some wonderful fielding in the outfield, but it wasn't to be. Some great deliveries, especially from Erasmus.
Yeah, I thought Erasmus was very much going to be the unsung hero. KC will hit the headlines, as will the youngster Dipesh Kandel, but certainly the way in which you look at the leadership from Erasmus. And despite that little flurry of boundaries from Sundeep Chora, when he held out to long on, it was really all over Rover.
Yeah, Jura was the hope, wasn't he, really? He hit it well, but it's a big boundary on that side, and then that's the final wicket to seal the deal. The Kathmandu Gurkhas with the win.